and they will see something different. Why? Because you are the light, and as a light, you are giving them direction. You are giving them a way to follow. So that is your position as a child of God. You are a light, and knowing yourself that way gives you victory over the world. Some people find it difficult even to make mention that they are Christians at their workplace, but that one I want you to know, it's a big mistake. Until you let them know that you are a Christian, there are some behaviors they will not stop it around you. So let them know you are the light in the place, and you are the salt. And the next thing is that salt preserves and heals. So God has made you a healer and a preservative among the rotten, decaying world. So that is our position. So know that I'm a salt and a light. So I'm not of this world. I'm here because God wants me to preserve the decaying society. God wants me to preserve the decaying behaviors in our family, in our home. This is my challenge, and you are the light to give direction. That is your position. So when you know your position and place as a child of God in this world, then that gives you victory over the world, which is your second enemy. And the last key I want to give you for time's sake is that you should know that the world is going to be judged. Matthew chapter 24 verse 21. The world that we are in is going to be judged. The system of the world, the government of the world, the lifestyle, the pattern, the desires and the passions, the things that are going on so fast, and economy, everything is going to be judged. It happened in the Old Testament. God judged the world in Noah's days. When everything in the world system was sin and full of sin, God judged it. And when you come to the book of Genesis again, in the times of Sodom and Gomorrah, Bible says God judged them because the sin was so stingy in the nostrils of God. So God had to judge the world. And let me tell you something. God said that in those days he judged because the Bible says, and so as it was in the days of Noah and in the days of Lot, so it is going to be for the coming of the Son of God. Because in their days they were selling and buying, they were building, they were marrying and giving in marriage, which means everything we are doing in our time, they were doing it the same way until the sin abounded. But look at something. Everything that was done in Sodom and Gomorrah is going on today as we are talking. In Sodom and Gomorrah, people were buying and selling, and we are also buying and selling. There were Main Street and how do we call it? Main Street and the other street. I've forgotten the name of those stock exchange people. The same thing was in Sodom and Gomorrah. It was going on there in Noah's time, and in Sodom and Gomorrah it was going on there. People were marrying and they were giving in marriage, just as we are marrying and people are getting into marriages. It happened. And Sodom and Gomorrah, people were lesbians. There were lesbians and homosexuals. And so it is again. And we see these things going on right in our eyes. That people are transgender issues. People are changing from men to women, women to men. Why? It is indicating that Jesus is coming. So for you to know that this world is not your home and is your enemy, is to check the things that are going on and to know that the world is going to be judged. Either you believe it or not, it is going to be judged. So if you, as a child of God, if you know the world that you are in is going to be judged together with its system and lifestyle and pattern, then you will check your life as a child of God. So these things will help you to live right, to overcome the world. Now let me give you the last enemy of the Christian. The last enemy of the Christian is in 1 Peter chapter 5, verse number 8. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse number 8 and 9. When you read 1 Peter chapter 5, verse number 8 and 9, you find out that we have an enemy that is ready to devour you. Because 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8 and 9 says that be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary or your enemy, the devil, walks about like a rolling lion, seeking whom he may devour. Resist him steadfast in love, in faith, knowing that same sufferings are experienced by your brotherhood in the world. So this message to know that Satan is our adversary.